We're live. All right, I don't know if anybody's going to join this, but even if they don't, I'm going to post this to my feed. This is a first for me. I don't think I've ever gone live. I've definitely never done a live training session, but I have this unique creature. Come here, Cleo. Come here. This unique creature with some very odd issues that I want to work through, and I want to explain what I'm doing because I can almost guarantee most people have not dealt with the issues that you see with this dog. So we have people. Cool. That's cool. Hi. So a brief overview on Cleo's issues and also why she's back. So for anybody that doesn't know, she was here back in November. I had her over Thanksgiving, and I only had her for like 2.5 weeks. Her program got cut short because I had to go to Florida for the TWC summit, and then Christmas came up after that, so it was just like not a good chunk of time. Her owners were still having some issues even after that, so I said, just let's bring her back. I came to this realization that 2.5 weeks is just, for her issues, they're not like dangerous, but they're pretty extreme because she's a bull terrier, that it just was definitely not a good amount of time. Honestly, for me, 2.5 weeks for a dog that doesn't have any issues, that just needs like some basic obedience, I don't prefer 2.5 weeks. That's still just, it's not a good amount of time. So she's back. We're coming up on the end of the first week. I'm going to have her for a total of 4. Just because I think, at least I'd say, because I just need more time with her to work through these. So her primary issues are, she has an obsession with water bottles, or just plastic bottles in general. They don't have to be water, to the point that when she sees them just as litter on the ground, she goes for them, she picks them up, her owners thought she was trying to eat them. Like, she shreds them, but she doesn't actually eat them. I played around with this at the beginning of her program last. She's not trying to eat them. So with that in mind, it's not a dangerous thing for her, left unsupervised for sure. But if I can make that the toy that we're using for our game, it's not a problem, because it's such a weird obsession for her. But I boil it down to being a genetic thing. So, and it's really weird, but genetics are genetics. We can't make it go away. So I can make it a constructive thing and add rules to it so that I can show her, hey, I'm going to give you a time and a place where you are allowed to go nuts and lose your mind over a water bottle. You can have it. But then also on our walks, that is not the time for you to have it. And compartmentalizing that, showing the dog context so that we've got more people coming in. Oh my God, this is crazy. So that we are satisfying that need that she has, but then taking it away in the wrong opportunity, the wrong time that it's happening, so that she doesn't just go for it whenever she feels like it. Speak of the devil, she's really being taunted by the birds over here. Her other issue is fence fighting. She, on walks, will just like beeline over to a fence and start fighting with the other dogs, especially if they get worked up on the other side. And then she also shares a fence with neighbors who have dogs, and so it's like it happens constantly. We had a pretty big breakthrough with the fence fighting in a neighborhood yesterday, like the biggest breakthrough I've had with her, which was super awesome, and I think that will become a non-issue fairly quickly if it goes as well as it did yesterday. But what this session is going to be is showing you what I am doing with the water bottle, how I'm doing it, and also why. And I'm going to try not to ramble too much. I just want to like show you what I'm doing. But I'm treating the water bottles like any toy that I would with any other dog. I have tried to get her to be as jazzed about a traditional toy, and it's just, for whatever reason, it's not there. So because the water bottles are safe, I am just leaning into that. I am satiating that desire and putting rules to it so that I have more control and I can guide her through the chaotic craziness in her mind, instead of her just being like, there's a water bottle and I gotta grab it and I'm not freaking letting go of it. So the biggest things that we have to accomplish that are getting better is a solid drop it. I use a leave it on the walk, so that means just like don't touch it in the first place, which has become a lot better now. But then also a release cue so that I'm giving her permission to go get it. And then I also am playing with, you have to drop it when I tell you to. So it's not so much she's in her own world of like, I have this and I'm just all consumed. I'm holding on to it, not letting go. She's following my guidance there. We're establishing some cooperation, but also some authority, because if she breaks a rule, then I'm going to implement some consequences so that it's like, dude, you can't just do whatever you want in this game. You have to work with me here. I'm satiating the desire, but you got to work with me on it. Otherwise, it's just, we're constantly butting heads here. And it has made a huge difference in her training because I'm giving her this. I'm not constantly denying her everything that she loves and goes crazy about. I'm giving it to her so that she's like, yeah, I like being around you. I like doing things with you. And that's going to help all the other issues that she has a problem with. She's currently not trustworthy off leash. We're going to get to that. Do you see that up there? We're going to get to that. And this is how we get there. She recently has started like bolting out the front door or jumped out the window of the truck. And that I again boil down to her. To me, that's like a very obvious, the dog's not getting what they need, so they're like, here's my opportunity, I gotta take it. There's a moment of freedom, and I have to get it because I never get it. So that's where giving her the things that she needs and doing them with her helps all of those things fall into place. So, let me grab my bottle here. She's already jazzed to go. So this is it's a body armor bottle. The more I'm using these, learning that not all bottles are the same. There is a quality difference, and the ones that are like a harder plastic last a lot longer for her and keep her attention for an extended period of time. There's some like great value water bottles that are really thin, like she shreds those really quickly, and so they're not ideal. So I've been saving every bottle that I can so that we have a plethora to work with here. So the first parameter that we put in place is I give her a starter cue to let her know, hey, this is the activity that we are doing. She already gets jazzed and is like super focused on the bottle. She sees it in my hand, but I also pair that with are you ready? So that when she hears that, she knows this is the activity that we're about to do. Because I don't start my walks with that, I am saying that it is not game time. We are not going to play with a water bottle, so if you see one, it is off limits and you can't touch it. When I say, are you ready? That is the starter signal, the green light for, hey, this is the fun thing that we're about to do here. Wait, Mama. Are you ready? Okay. Try to keep her in frame here. Come on. Yeah. So the cooperation aspect. Come here. Yeah, bring it here. I need her to bring it back to me. That is something that previously, there's no chance she was doing it. Come on, Mama. Come here. Hey. Come on, bring it here, all the way. She's not the best at it, but it's an improvement. Come here, bring it here. Come on, Cleo. Bring it here, Mama. Bring it here. But that is why we use the long line. Hey, come on. Bring it here, Mama. Because she gets so possessive over it, she's like, hell no, I don't want to bring it back. But that's part of the cooperation we're establishing. Come on, dude, bring it here. Leo, bring it here. Good mama. Good mama. And then I'm not just going to immediately take it from her. I want to reinforce the fact that although it was not great, she at least did bring it back to me. So I'm going to kind of just like let her have it for a minute. I'll hover over her a lot of the time so that it's like, yeah, good job. Then, this is her biggest challenge, which it is actually improving. Can you see her? Scoot over here. Bring it here. All right. Cleo, drop. Yeah. Good. No. Good. Okay. She's such a weirdo. This is the weirdest thing I've ever worked through. Come on. Bring it here. Yeah. try to like change the angle of my phone. I have you propped up on my fence. I might bring it back down. And if you have any questions, like, feel free to throw them in here. Okay, drop. Good. No. No. Good. That drop is like 10,000 times better than it was the first go around, and this is where I kind of want to. We'll drop it down here. Pardon me, so you can get a better angle of her. Okay. Bring it in. Come on. Bring it in. Yes. Good job. Come here. Good job. Bring it here. No, bring it here. Come on. Bring it here, dude. Come on. Hey, bring it here, dude. Come on. Bring it here. Come on. Look at how she stares at this thing. Okay, get it. Come on. Good girl. I also realized her first go around. Come here. Bring it here. Come on. Bring it here. That I had my criteria way too high for where her starting point was. I eventually want to get to the point where I can have her drop it from a distance, like where I'm maybe 10, 15 feet away. I tell her to drop it, she does, and I can call her away from it. But I was starting that off before I even had the cooperation of her dropping it when I was right next to her. Okay, drop. No, come here. Drop. So, hey. So that's where watching all the footage that I had of working with her was so beneficial, because in the moment I didn't really see those mistakes on my end, but watching the footage back, I was like, dude, you were expecting way too much of her that early in the program. So now I'm not having her out it from a distance at all. I'm standing right on top of her. Sometimes, like, truly, I'm standing over her and getting that to be a lot better and a lot more consistent. Like, hey, I'm right here. If you choose not to drop it, I'm gonna reinforce it so that it doesn't become an optional thing for you. Are bull terriers as stubborn as people say they are? Yes. Now, I guess I can't. This is the first one I've ever worked with. She is incredibly stubborn. And on top of that, we had a breakthrough with a completely different issue the other day. Hey, stop. No. With a completely different issue the other day that was very telling, as far as there's not really a sense of authority over her for definitely not her owners, but even with this situation, it wasn't there for me either. And it was just getting her to go in the kennel without me having to do anything to get her in there. Most of the time, I'd say every dog that comes here, if I'm just like, hey, go kennel, they're like, cool, happily, I will do that. Her, not so much. And I think the combination of her being stubborn and never having any, like, follow through. No. Hey, no. Leave it alone. Not having any follow through or consequences in her life she's 3 years old. For 3 years has become, I don't want to say a dangerous combo, but like a very problematic combo, because they are naturally very, like, they're bullies to their core. So it's the two of them, hey, no, get off of me. You can't have it. And this is like the self-control aspect that we're working on. This would not be doable for her back in November, holding it right by my face and her having the patience to resist it. Okay. Yeah. But yes, they are very stubborn. I think if, like, from puppyhood we had developed the play with, like, a traditional tug toy, a lot of these problems probably wouldn't have come up in the first place. But it is what it is. Can't really do much about it in hindsight. Drop. No. This is is actually something I haven't done at all. Getting her to drop it when it's in my hand. Oh, there's poop right there. That's cool. Drop. Hey. No. Drop. Drop. Good. Okay. Drop. Drop. Hey. Good. Okay. Yeah. Come on. Bring it here. Come here, Mama. Come on. Bring it here. Run. Come on. You're all tangled. Come on. I'm also running with her. One, so she can't just like bear down and hover over it, chew on it, but also so that it's like, hey, we're doing this together. I'm running around celebrating with you that you're doing a good job of playing this. Come here, Mama. Come on, bring it here. Honestly, the session probably won't last but like 10-15 minutes because she gets pretty gassed easily. Hey, bring it here. Cleo, bring it here. Bring it here. Come on. Bring it here. Good job. Come on. All the way, Mama. Get it. Hold on, she's out of there. Bring it. Hey, drop. No. Girl, drop. Hey, drop. No. And this is also where I want her to make plenty of mistakes. I'm not gonna like keep it up here where she can't get it. If she grabs it from my hand before I've given her, no, hey, no, dude, can't do that. I want her to make those mistakes here instead of out in like a higher stakes situation where she's not as mentally chill as she is right now. No, dude. Come on. Okay. Mama. Come here. Run. Bring it here. Come on. And by the way, I'm seeing the benefits here on our walks because when I'm giving her this outlet, when we see them on walks, like most of the time, she doesn't really even care about the water bottles anymore. And that's where giving her the outlet so that it's not being displaced into the wrong thing is super helpful because it's such a weird genetic tick that we can't make it go away, but we can put it somewhere productive with rules. Hey, bring it here. Bring it here, Mama. Where'd it go? Come here. You can go get it. Bring it here. Come on. Bring it here. Hey. Come on. Bring it here. Girl. Drop. Good. Okay. You're getting tired. Are you getting tired already? Drop. Hey, drop. No, drop. And eventually, I'll do include more obedience in this, like I do at some point with every dog, but we got to still establish the ground rules and the cooperation a bit better with this. But I can do basic things. Sit. Oh, okay. Come on, Mama. Bring it here, you weirdo. Bring it over here. Bring it here so they can see you. Bring it here. Come on. Hey, bring it here. Bring it here, Cleo. Bring it here. Hey, come on. Bring it here. Good. Bring it here. Yeah, she's already gassing out. Drop. Nice. No. Hey. No. 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 ideally I would also like to have some sort of a string tied around this so that it's like I can kind of tug on it with her. It's just very difficult to do with a bottle because it like hurts the shit out of your hands. With a water bottle of the Crete. Yeah, it's the weirdest toy that I think I've ever seen. Could I do this with a flat collar? For her, no, because she's just like so insanely driven to get these things that a flat collar is not quite aversive enough to convince her to drop it. But not that like force has a lot to do with it, but it's just sometimes you just need some leverage. Come here, Mama. Bring it here. Bring it here. Hey, no, bring it here. Get it right out. Go ready. Go ready. Hey. Hold your horses. Sit. 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 Good. Okay. Bring it here. Come on. Good job. Good job. Come on. Run. Run. Good girl. Yes. Good job. Come on. Bring it here. Come on. Are you done? Are you all done? Come here, Mama. Do you need a drink? Let's get one more. Ready? Come here. Bring it in. Come on. Get. Come here, drop. Hey. The other thing I'm playing with, what goes hand in hand with the release command, is just sending her to it, which is pretty funny. We'll see if we can... Hey, no. Leave it. Hopefully you can, that's in frame. Come here, Cleo. Come here, good girl. You ready? Wait. You ready? Okay, get it. Girl, good job. Are you toast? Alright, you get a drink? Yeah, that's probably all I will get out of her this morning. Like I said, she gasses pretty quickly, so, come here. What are you doing? Come here, Mama. Come here. Hey, bring it here. No, come here. Oh, Jesus. Girl. Good job. And then, so I'm just gonna let her get a drink, but I'm also gonna just kind of chill with her for a minute. Come here. Come here. You come here. Yeah. You freaking weirdo. This, like, the cooldown is a really big part of the game that I think a lot of people skip over, but it really does when your dog is in that euphoric state of like, I just did something super freaking cool and very fulfilling to me. If I'm here, like, quite literally rubbing them down or just like soaking in that moment with them, it adds to that connection of like, you are giving me this thing that I love. We do this thing together, and ties into that whole the cooperation aspect. I have questions here. Oh Lord, are you seeing improvement in her wanting to play more cooperatively, or do you think she's complying because you ask? So the cooperation is slightly better. It's definitely not where I would want it to be, where like she's running back to me actively, like pushing the bottle into me. That's the goal, obviously, but kind of hard to get to because she's just still so stuck on the like, I want to possess this toy, bottle, I don't want you to have it. And so that's what I'm trying to get through to her, and that's difficult with a bully, or at least with her, because she's just like, she's insane about certain things. oh goodness. But improvements in other areas for sure. What's the ultimate goal in day-to-day life? If perhaps someone is holding a water bottle, will the expectation be she isn't fixated or hopeful? Yes. That's where teaching her the context of, like, hey, when we go out and we're on, for right now, I bring her out on a long line. I typically will do this in the front yard, but with my tripod sucks, so I have you propped up on my fence, and it's a little bit windy, so the fence blocks some of the noise. The goal is to show her when you have, like, the long line on, or I go out and I say, hey, are you ready? This is what we are doing. Now, water bottles are fair game and you can have them all you want. But outside of that, when we are not in that situation, we haven't presented the opportunity, I want her to understand that water bottles are off limits. Whether we're just on a walk and we see them out on the ground, it means, nope, they're still, you can't touch them. Or if somebody is holding one, like you said, her to not be so fixated on them. I think she's always going to have an interest, but that's where if she's just staring at you like, hey, are you going to start this game with me? I can be like, no, go away. Like, this is not the time or the place. And you're not going to be the one to demand when the game starts. Thinking of how my dog is, if I'm just holding a ball, he's hopeful even if I haven't given the starter phrase of play. Obviously, people don't carry balls around, but do you carry water bottles? Yeah, for sure. That's a pretty common issue with dogs. Like Champ, if he sees a ball and we're in the backyard, or anywhere, he's just like, he's very hopeful like that. And I have to be very consistent. If I'm truly not wanting to engage with him at all, no matter how many times he brings me that ball, I have to be like, no, enough, go away. Like, you can hold it if you want to, but I'm not going to play right now because I'm busy doing something else, or I simply don't want to. Which, I'll be honest with him, is not very often. I play with him constantly. Come here, Mama. Come here. Come here, girly girl. Come here, Mama. Yeah. Come here. What you doing? Come here. Dude. But, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. This is my first live, and these sessions are just kind of hit or miss with her depending on how smoothly they're going to go. But we've got, like, the drop it is really way better compared to where she was in November. So I'm very happy with that, and we're just going to progress and keep slowly upping the criteria, adding in some more challenges for her so that we can really play with the control aspect, like still giving her the ability to go crazy, but adding more elements of control, especially when she's in a super aroused state. That's very difficult for dogs to do, but that will, if I can get some control when she's just like losing her mind, we'll have control in any scenario, any context that you can imagine, especially water bottles. How bad is giving into when your dog is offering to play by bringing a toy? I do it a lot too, so it's not like the worst thing in the world, as long as you have a pretty good counter to that, at least sometimes, where when you tell the dog, like, not right now, they at least respect that. If they're super persistent and will not leave you alone, and then you eventually give in, then they're kind of like calling the shots, instigating the game. But I don't really personally see a huge problem with it. It will be cool to see her progress. Love setting rules around the item. Yeah, that's like the biggest thing, and that's where I've seen such big changes on our walks. It's usually if I see bottles on the ground, I will pick them up and throw them away. But because we pass the same ones every day, I typically just leave them there because I'm like, this is a challenge that we are going to encounter, and we're going to work through it. So it's been very cool, and having more sense of that authority over her and the cooperation, I definitely attribute to getting to that point. So, alrighty, well, Miss Piggy is KO'd. We might go on a walk, so I guess we will see y'all in the future. Take care.